When commercial airline service first took off in the 1930s, meal options were pretty bare bones. We're talking about a sandwich and maybe a cup of hot coffee. But that expanded throughout the century, and of course recently domestic flights have seen a reduction in the amount of meal service. You have to fly on some far-flung flights to international destinations to really experience the Heartland's best fare.
The takeoff on any vacation or business trip gives travelers an opportunity to share in new experiences. One of those is food. And with new offerings of in-flight meals, you can start enjoying that opportunity even before you reach your destination. But providing the Heartland's best to airline passengers begins well before the plane pulls up to your departure gate.
We follow specifications very closely. We want to make sure that we meet the requirements and the expectations of the customer. We assign specific employees to help us produce the different types of cuisines that we have here. A very talented group of people here.
Sydney Ho is a manager with Gate Gourmet, a culinary catering operation that serves some 36 airports all across the United States, as well as kitchen operations overseas.
For years, people have joked about airline food, right? Oh, airline food. But do you feel like, I mean, when I look at this stuff here, it looks pretty good.
We pay close attention to quality. Quality is very important, and from the time that we receive products, there are critical control points throughout the process that we follow closely. We monitor temperatures, we monitor the quality of food.
Think about the challenges of producing large numbers of meals attractive to both the eye and the palate. First of all, you need detailed organization. Food that is prepped, fully cooked, quickly cooled, transported to the runway, and loaded on board. And depending on your destination, special menus demand special attention. Asian favorites, regional European cuisine, appetizers, and desserts. And if you think it's all done in large quantities, think again.
Here you are preparing it in a frying pan, right?
Yes, we're going to make it fresh.
You want to make it fresh so it goes, and then where does it go from here?
After we cook, we check the temperature, make sure it's all the way cooked. So you got to reach it over 165 and make sure very well done cooked. And then we take out and put a black chiller and cool down in the 4 hours down to below 40.
Looks like it's about done to me.
Yes, sir.
The competitive marketplace in airline travel means that carriers have to produce passenger amenities that bring people on board. Food is a universal attraction, and freshness is critical.
How important is it as a chef to have fresh items instead of frozen?
It's the key, especially coming from the kitchen to have it plated on the plane. Everything is being color-coded and within 24 hours. We're using dry ice to keep it nice and crisp and fresh, and the freshness is key.
Heartland Harvest gives chefs the ingredients to turn out millions of meals each year. Beef and seafood from the open range and ocean, dairy products from the Midwest, peaches from the South, and here at their San Francisco facility, produce that comes from farms just a short drive away.
We have a great market here, Salinas down the street. We have Gilroy here in California. Again, everything fresh. We got a
Citrus,
those are
California citrus right here,
That's
right?
That's right.
I believe the menus that are planned out are better menus. Most of the airlines are looking at healthy alternatives for their passengers. So we see a big improvement in that.
The advantage of working with the airline industry gives you access to Heartland foodstuffs that can be flown in from across the country.
It's not every day you see lobster on an airline flight.
Right. We have this is a rock lobster. We use also Maine lobster, different airlines again.
That's for your first class passenger.
That's correct. About like a month ago, we actually did a very important charter for the president of Taiwan, and they all wanted fresh lobster in the entire flight.
And while all of this is headed for passengers on flights, around the world we should note that crew members have special arrangements when it comes to the food that they'll eat on board.
Also an interesting fact, for example, the pilots, they cannot have seafood. And also if they have two pilots, they have different meals. Just, you know, so if something happened,
Given the global marketplace in travel today, special menus from Heartland Harvest must be tailored as well to special dietary needs. That can mean anything from meatless meals to religious considerations.
We have a lot of special meals, kosher meals, child meals, Muslim, Hindu, gluten-free.
So you have to keep track of all those things.
We have low fat, low salt, I mean all those. We have a separate station for that. Actually, on a daily basis, I actually sign off like a gluten-free. I personal check the meals before they get out the door.
You personally check the gluten-free meals before they go out the door?
And then I sign off on those, yep.
And that's because it's such a significant health issue for folks, right?
That's, yeah, it's, or allergies, for example, peanuts. Like a lot of airlines are peanut-free.
As with any business, meeting those demands means setting up systems to deliver meals in a timely and efficient manner.
We have, of course, many different stations in our kitchen. It's a large facility. We have a marinade station as well.
After the preparation, packing, and cooling, the airline meals are stored until called up for delivery to dozens of planes on the concourse. And as you might expect, airlines compete for culinary honors. Celebrity chefs bring award-winning talents to the kitchen competition.
Tell me about the awards you've won.
Oh, I'm working a gold medal in the Asian last year. Yes. I'm working in this company 27 years.
27 years, wow.
Yes. Yeah, that should be done.
That looks done to me, very good.
Specific meals for specific destinations. First class and main cabin meals, appetizers, desserts, and snacks. Using the Heartland's finest ingredients is all part of an effort to reinvent fine dining in the sky. Or to put it another way, bon appetit at 30,000 feet.
I think it's the passion that the chefs have to want to produce a product, a good product. It's the challenge of producing high volume products and having quality built into it. I think the chefs here do have a passion and they do have that culinary flair to want to do a good product for the passengers.